like for example, those Chinese entrepreneur or political people, right? So how to protect them? Like for example, they are arrested by Wang Qishan, or some of them their assets are confiscated by the Chinese government, like what they did to Mao. So how to protect them? How to help them? Like a political asylum and any ways to help them? What's your suggestion?
I think it's number one, the absolute exposure of what's happening to them on a world platform. That you're just like the press conference. You're setting the narrative for what this story is and the injustice that's happening to them at the hands of an unjust government, right? Mm-hmm. So number one, it's telling their story with complete clarity. Yeah. So everybody understands their innocence and what the government's done to them, right? Number two, I think, is to use all means necessary, right, in the governments of the West, and that would include not just the United States, but the United Kingdom, Switzerland, other like-minded countries. I think now Brazil, which I think would be a big partner of ours, to make sure we give them political asylum, right? Number two, so give them political asylum in the safety of themselves, their employees, and their relatives. And number three, and I think it's important, to put pressure on international financial institutions in those countries, like the international investment banks, the international commercial banks, the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, the World Bank, to put pressure on China, and specifically in regards to and law firms and accounting firms that deal with China in regards to these people's assets have been stolen, so they get their assets back. So I think it's threefold. Number one, to tell their stories and to make sure the whole world understands this, right? For pressure on China. Right. Number two, it's political pressure by getting them asylum, political asylum for them and their families. And number three, it's financial pressure by putting pressure on the collaborators. And let's say what they are: the banks, the law firms, the accounting firms, the commercial banks, the investment banks, the hedge funds, the private equity funds, the venture capital funds are in partnership for these people being abused. And what we intend to do is to go to not just the funds, but the sources of their money, to go to the union funds, the teachers funds, etc., and say, how can you give to this private equity fund? How can you give to this hedge fund? How can you give to this bank that's supporting a government that does this to innocent people, particularly innocent people that have accomplished something in life, commercially, building a business, building assets. This is one of the key things of the rule of law fund.
Right. Yeah. 你说说吧。
Does that work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. This I want.
他说呢，这个首先第一呢，要把这些事情、这个故事、这些很完整的跟全世界公告，把这个人被